In the today's lecture, we are going to have one numerical based on our square thread power screw. So I'll read that statement of the problem. A vertical double start square thread screw of 120 mm mean diameter and 24 mm pitch supports a vertical load of 20 kilonewton. The axial thrust in the screw is taken by collar bearing of 300 mm outside and 150 mm inside diameter. Find the force required at the end of lever which is 400 mm long in order to lift and lower the load. The coefficient of friction for screw and nut is 0.18 and for collar bearing it is 0.25. So this is the statement of the problem. Okay. Now based on this, we'll try to find the force required at the end of lever, so effort. So whatever given thing that I have written over our board, whatever given data is there, then I'm going to stop this sharing and let us go for our board. So in front of you, you'll find there is a data. Can you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In front of you, the statement is like this: a vertical double start. Double start, that's why we have written here n equal to 2. Square thread, mean diameter is 120 mm, 24 mm pitch is given, W is the load 20 kilonewton, D1 is 300 mm. So collar dimensions are given. So D1 is 300 means R1 is 150 mm. D2 is 150 mm. That means inside diameter of our collar. So for that R2 becomes 75 mm. Length of the lever is 400 mm. We have to find the effort or the load at the end of lever. The coefficient of friction of screw is 0.18 and the coefficient of friction of collar is 0.25. So this is the given thing. Okay. So from the given thing, we have to find the first effort required. So effort at the end of lever. Effort at the end of lever. So we know that in our power screw, this is our screw. The screw is having such type of holes, and here is the lever. So we can put this lever inside this hole so that we can rotate this and there is a lifting of load. Okay. Now to rotate this, we need effort here. Here we need a effort. And the length of that lever is given as 400 mm. So here is the effort P. Okay. So this effort P, which is having 400 mm length of the lever, creates torque. So this is the torque created by effort, which is equal to P into whatever length of lever. Okay. So this much amount of torque is created because of this effort here. And this torque is equated to the total torque which overcomes our screw friction and collar friction. Okay. So already in our last lecture, we have seen how to find torque overcome screw friction, torque overcome collar friction. So we have to equate this P, which is the final answer we want, multiply by 400 with torque, which is overcome the screw friction, and torque which overcome the collar friction. Okay. So this is the effort that we have to find. Now from the given thing, we have to find torque first. So let us go further. Now here, effort required at the end of lever, which is torque T. This torque T, which is equal to P into 400. This should be equated. With torque because of the screw plus torque because of the collar. Okay. Torque because of the screw and torque because of the collar. Now here we know that torque because of the screw that we can find by using our relationship W tan of alpha plus phi into d by 2. Okay. And collar friction that we can find like this: mu c W and R. R is the mean radius. In this equation, already W we know. W is given as 20 kilonewton. Here, alpha and phi that we have to find. D, mean diameter, which is equal to 120 mm is given. In that also mu c is given, W is given, and R we have to find. Okay. So the main thing is here we must able to find first alpha and phi. So we'll try to get that. Okay. So now you keep your calculators ready, because I'm going to ask you the calculation of alpha and phi. Okay. So first thing is how to find phi, because phi is friction angle. We know that tan of phi is equal to mu. So this is the mu for screw, and mu for the screw is given as 0.18. Okay. So how we can find this phi? Phi alpha, because phi is equal to 10.20. Let us go for calculation of alpha. Tan of alpha equal to, now here it is given that it is a double start thread, so that's why there is a lead divided by pi d. So that means it is n times p divided by pi d. So here n is 2, because double start means 2. Double start multiply by pitch is given as 24. 24 is the pitch given, divided by pi into the mean diameter. The mean diameter is 120 mm given. So from this you find the value of tan of alpha first. Tan of alpha is equal to किती येते सांगा आता मला. You do this calculation and tell me how much is tan of alpha.
0.127.
0.127. Okay, if it is a 0.127, take inverse of that. So tan inverse of 0.127. So alpha that comes out is
7.256.
7.237.
0.256.
7.25. Okay, 256 means we'll take 7.25. So here we have both angles. Phi we have calculated as 10.2 and alpha equal to 7.25. So these two values are with us. D also known, W also known. Then we can find the first torque required to overcome the screw friction. So I'll make it here. So I think already we have taken this. So we know the value of phi and alpha. Now amount of screw friction to raise the load equals to. Now how much is the W? W is 20 kilonewton. So 20 into 10 power of 3 is the load required into tan of. Now we know the values. So I think 7.25 plus 10.2. 10.2 is the alpha value. Multiply by d by 2. D by 2 means 120 divided by 2. So this is D. So from this we find the first, we say it is T1, torque required to raise the load.
7.41 into 10
How
to
much
the power
it is? Yes, yes.
221.32 into
377.41
into 10 to the power 3.
377.41.
43.
Okay. 41
into 10 raised to the power 3.
into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. Is it correct? So we find this T1. Here the T1 is known by using our calculation. Second is torque for collar. There is a collar is also there. So that torque required to overcome the collar friction can be found by using our relationship mu c W and R. R is nothing but the mean radius of collar, because R1 and R2 is given here, the diameters are given. So we can say that R1 plus R2 divided by 2. So now you find this T2. We set collar friction as second, T2. So that T2 equals to, what is the coefficient of friction given for the collar friction? I think
0.25.
0.25 into, now load is same, 20 into 10 power of 3 multiply by. Now here the radius are also given because diameters are given. Diameters are 300 and 150 is given. So here I'll put that 150 plus 75 radius divided by 2. Okay, so this gives us T2. So tell me how much is T2 or the collar friction?
2.5.
diameter दिलेला आपला radius
562.5 into 10 to the power 3.
एक जण सांगा मला.
Hello, sir.
एक जण सांगा.
562.5 into 10 to the power 3.
562.5 into 10 raised to power 3
Power 3.
Newton mm. Okay. So now we have,
तर ते diameter given दिलेले आहेत ना.
yes, diameterचा आपण रेडियस केला ना. R1 300 घेतलंय, 300 च्या ऐवजी 150 घेतलं. R2 D2
okay,
जे आहे, D2 150 घेतलंय, R2 75 घेतलं. रेडियस घेतले ना इथे आपण दोन्हीचे.
ओके सर.
Got it? दोन्ही रेडियस घेतलेत. आलं लक्षात?
हो सर.
ओके. नाव आपल्याकडे दोन्ही टॉर्क आहे. T1 पण आहे, T2 पण आहे. इफ यू पुट दिस T2 here, T1 and T2 here, स्क्रू आणि कॉलर मध्ये घेतलं, and if I equate that with this, then we can find the P value. So let us go further. I'll put that value here. So take this T1 and T2 or collar, screw friction and collar friction here. So finally P into 400 equals to. So the first value is 377.43 into 10 power of 3 plus the second value is 562. The second value is plus 562.5 into 10 power of 3. So we added here both the torque and we equated that to effort. So effort required. Finally, we got effort required to raise the load. To raise the load. So that we can find here. So you tell me how much is the effort here?
2349.8.
23. So P equal to
49.8.
2349.8. What should be the unit? Unit काय पाहिजे याचं?
Newton.
Newton.
Yes,
Newton.
it is Newton because here already 400 mm is there. So that mm and here is also Newton mm. So that Newton mm, that mm get cancelled. So remaining is Newton only. So 2349.8 Newton is the exact effort required to raise the load. Okay. So this is one thing. Now here, one more thing is asked, how much amount of effort is required to lower the load? Okay. So again, let us go for effort required to lower the load. So I will erase this. Now, effort required to lower the load. Okay. Effort required to lower the load. So how we can find that? By the same thing. P effort multiplied by 400 equals to, okay, the screw friction to lower the load plus collar friction. Okay, plus collar friction. Now the screw friction to lower the load is equal to W tan of phi minus alpha into d by 2. So this is the only change. There is no change in any collar friction because collar friction is same. Now here I will write 20 into 10 power of 3 tan of 10 point, is it 10.20? Yes, 10.20 minus 7.25 into 120 by 2. So you tell me one more torque required to lower the load.
61.83 into 10 to the power 3.
1.83.
61.8
3.
3 into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. Okay, this much amount of torque is there. So torque in the collar is same because it is not going to change. So this is say T1 and this is T2. T2 is same. T2 is how much? T2 is as that of previous one. So it is how much? 562.5 Newton. Is it correct? 562? Because already we find that. So this is torque required to lower the load, screw and collar. We'll take that value here and we'll try to get the new value. So I'll put that these two values T1 and T2 in this equation, the screw friction and collar friction to lower the load. So you put these values here So effort required to lower the load P into 400 equals to 61.83 into 10 power of 3 plus 562.5 into 10 power of 3. So again, effort required to lower the load P lower equal to, how much is the effort?
1560.8.
1560.8
Newton.
Newton. Yes. So this complete our problem. This is asked in our one of the previous question paper. So this is asked for almost 8 marks. This question is asked for 8 marks because this is asked in G scheme question paper. So this is all about our simple numerical based on this. Okay. Shall we proceed for one more problem? Let me check. Okay. Tomorrow we'll go for 2 problems because of network and all. So just it is 12:50. So tomorrow we'll go for 2 numerical based on that. Simultaneously, I have given you welded joint video. Welded joint is very simple. So if you want, I will explain here that welded joint. Otherwise, that video itself is very easy. Okay, we'll take a numerical based on that welded joint here. So today we'll finish here.